Hey guys, just more. This is gonna be more of a serious video. I'm gonna try to keep this pretty raw for everything, just to kind of get my point across. And I'm not trying to kind of make this like more humorous or lighthearted than it needs to be because it's a serious subject. And because of that, I just want to state that I'm not gonna be putting ads on this video as well, just because I don't feel like it's my place to put ad revenue on a topic like this and kind of how we should kind of move forward with everything. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about as I adjust my microphone, I'm talking about pretty much what's happened or transpired in the Pokemon community for last week while we were at PAX East. I was at PAX East. It was a good time, minus the bullshit that happened. I did have a good time seeing all my friends and viewers and people in the community and stuff. So if you guys are living underneath a rock, or if you haven't noticed or checked Twitter or anything like that, the King Nappy, Decatur, and Vegas Jamie have all pretty much been outed for a child predator kind of pedophilia, like predator type actions, and they've all pretty much deleted all their social media from that after they've kind of made their statement. I don't want to go too much in detail, but pretty much there was evidence that went out that went against Decatur. Decatur then pretty much with you when he was at PAX left. We never saw him again. Deleted everything, which then led to the connections to Nappy because Nappy was good friends with him, which then people started questioning him, and he made some statements which were all lies and bullshit because we all called them out. And the reason why I'm going to say it's lies is because a lot of the fans didn't know, which I'll talk about that in a second because there's a big point that I want to kind of address with like the viewer or a fan perspective. So a lot of us content creators knew what Nappy did with like Luke and Callum and stuff like that, but we never said anything just out of respect for the victims because obviously the victims went through it once, and it would be out of place for us to make them go through to live it up again. So even when this is all going down, this was very stressful on everyone. So I just want to say, I appreciate the people who were affected that came out to make all this happen. And you guys are strong and beautiful and you're amazing people. I've always told you that because a lot of my friends were affected by Nappy. And I just want to say, I appreciate you for that. So I just want to kind of I'm assuming you've already seen or got the news out. I just want to say what happened. I will leave all the evidence that you will need in the description down below. That'll probably be the only links down there to keep trafficking normal. I won't flood it with all my normal ones. But so yeah, all of us content creators knew. Well, not all of us, but the bigger people, you would say, knew. We just, like I said, never said anything out of respect. So when the people who were affected kind of publicly stated, that kind of gave us the green light to then also put our opinions on the subject of the matter. And as you can tell, a lot of us weren't happy. So a lot of people were trying to say, "Oh, it's a mob mentality." People were just kind of hopping on it just to hate, and it's like that's not it. That's not it. It's we all knew. We were all hush hush. And we waited for when they were ready to talk about it to then publicly talk about it, right? Which I mean, hindsight 2020, a lot of people could say you should have done that earlier. A lot of people could have been like, wow, how did all this happen to begin with? You should allow someone to manipulate you with numbers, and I'll get into that as well. So I just want to kind of wrap that up. I don't want to talk too much about that because, like I said, I'm done. I'm over all that. It was unfortunate that it happened. I'm just going to kind of give my points and my word of advice to a lot of people who might be watching this, or to anyone who comes across this or whatever, or finds themselves in similar positions. If something like this happens to you, please talk about it. Please address it. Please make it known to people so it doesn't happen to other people. I know it's a lot of stress, and I know it could be a very scary action, especially if the person is threatening you or blackmailing you or anything like that. Don't fall into their hands more than you already are in that situation. I just want people to know that, our community, well, at least the community that I built, but I would like to say even the entirety of the Pokemon community now, that since most of all the shitty people have been weeded out, we're very supportive and willing to help and all stand and unite for shit that's right. And I want people to feel like they can come out with these things also, don't let someone who has clout or numbers or anything like that manipulate your point of view or your perspective or ideologies or anything like that, just because you idolize them and because you like the numbers that they have is what allows you to idolize them or what they've brought into your life. So to kind of reiterate that, because since this is like off the top and I'm not scripting any of this, don't idolize content creators like us. And I don't mean as in like, it's okay to support what we do. It's okay to give us props to shit we do. You know, obviously making content is hard. It is hard to edit videos and manage videos and stream every day and keep a work life and a social life and a relationship. And, you know, like I've said this plenty of times. This is the most stressful job I've had. And I've had real jobs where I was working 10 hours a day, manual labor, and stuff like that. Like, this is just way more stressful in a good way, though. Like, there's way more benefits to this job on top of that. But what I'm saying is, don't idolize people. Just don't idolize people in general, you know, because at the end of the day, we really ain't shit. We're the same person as you. You know, if I talk into a mic and you talk in the mic, there's literally no difference in what we're doing. The only difference is for some fucking reason, people want to listen to what I hear or what I say. They want to hear what I say. And that shouldn't like, that concept alone shouldn't skew your thought process or your perspective on anything when it comes to any actions that you deal with these people. Just because, like, you know, we're people, we're no different. And I know that we've brought like laughter and we've impacted people's lives positively, which is great. Like that makes me happy knowing that I've impacted people. People have come out and told me that I've impacted them, and that's amazing. That's great to know that I can do a positive impact, or anyone in the community can do, or any content creator in general can do a positive impact to someone's life. That's phenomenal. But that positive impact should not relate to idolizing this person and having like a skewed mindset for when they do something wrong. Because like what Nappy did was foul. What Decatur did was foul. So what Decatur did was foul. And since he wasn't this huge person of influence, he didn't have this high impact on people. Everyone was immediately ready to out him. Like, fuck him. He's a creep. This and that, this and that. Nappy does the same thing and more. And people are like, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? I still stand him. I still this. The same fucking cases. But yet, one more person has way more person of interest, you know, influence, clout, all this shit. They idolize him because of that, because he's done so much to them personally with entertainment and good times and laughs and yada yada. That's fine. If you enjoyed his videos in the past, that's fine. He was one of the people that inspired me to make Pokemon content, like him, Shady, Callum, like stuff like that. He was one of the people that inspired me to make content. But that doesn't change the fact, once I found out what he did, I stopped fucking with him. Like I said, when all the people that are affected told me personally, like over the years, like I think I found out in 2017, like kind of the gist of Nappy, I stopped watching his content. I stopped fucking with him. I used to make a couple of jokes and jabs at him in my videos. You know, never anything much out of that, but like I just didn't really support him much after that. You know, like once you should be fair. Once you find out that someone has a dark side or whatever, and it's like, you know, inherent, like it's just like known to be wrong. Like not like you can contest it or like it's just publicly known to be wrong. You shouldn't allow this person who's impacted you or whatever skew your mindset. You should be this equals this every time. You should be consistent with your punishments. You should be consistent with the way you treat others, you know, with the same actions. You can't be flawed, and you can't allow some people to get away with something or anything like that just because they have some form of like personal value to you. So the next question is, where do we go from here, right? You know, like where do we go as a community? in my opinion, I think it was needed. I think weeding these people out, I apologize for hitting the mic, weeding these people out was important. It was needed. It then re-brought ties that were broken over the years because he was manipulating and pulling the strings of everything like that. I think the community now is more united and stronger, and I think you guys, for the viewers, were upset and were looked up to him and saw this all go down. I don't want them to lose hope on the community or stop watching Pokemon videos in general or stop, watching content creators because, it's unfortunate that it happened. Like, I remember when I found out the whole Tobuscus thing. I used to watch Tobuscus all the time in high school. Like, literal trailers were like a big meme to me back in high school when I was younger. And when I found out he did what he did, or whatever happened, I was upset. I was upset. I didn't want to really look into more content creators because I was worried about them being just shitty people. So from that, I don't want people to just give up on the community because the community has a lot of really good people, myself included. No, I'm just kidding, but myself included. I apologize if I sound a little sick. I have allergies or Paxocalypse, whatever. There's plenty of people that you should watch and give a shot. Me, anyone who's ever been on my channel, I highly recommend them. Like Callum, Duncan, Luke, Sacred, Nexus, anyone. Frank, Ryan, Dylan, Vinny, there's millions of names. Joey, everyone, Shady, there's so many good people out there that you can still watch and get really good content. In my opinion, that was better than him as it was. There's legitimate people out here laying down the forefront of the community. And no one ever gives them a chance because they weren't kind of grandfathered in already or already well established. So I think people who are upset and don't know what to do or want to try to find new people, look, that's all I say is look. Go out there and look. Find some new people. And if you're new and you found me because of it, hi, I thank you. Thank you for finding me. I appreciate you a lot. I just want the community to be united, and I want everyone to eat, honestly. I want everyone to do well. I want everyone to succeed. I want everyone to eat. I want everyone to work with each other and have a good old grand old time. At the end of the day, we're just playing video games. We're making YouTube videos. Really ain't that deep. So it's crazy that a whole incident like this happened, So I don't know. I feel was it really my place to really even say anything in this video? I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of large enough to kind of have some form of voice in the community, and I would say that I'm respected enough with all the content creators that it's not out of pocket for me to speak upon this. I just kind of want to just say hey, don't give up. There's hope. The community is full of amazing people. You should definitely check them out. And you should, just be hopeful for the next years to come. Now that the end of that era has ended, the year of darkness is ended, and so I guess and yeah, just I'm losing I'm sorry, this is off the top and raw and all that stuff, and I'm trying to somewhat make sense as I talk about this, but yeah, I appreciate you guys always. If you guys enjoyed, smash like button, it's really appreciated. Like I said, if you guys want to read in the details and everything like that, I know. And after this video, I'm kind of done speaking on the subject as it is, because I know some people in my Twitch chat have come and asked what I thought about it, and some people DM me on Twitter and whatever. This is kind of my final statement, what I thought about everything, how I feel we should move forward. Just expect a lot of nice work with people. Expect a lot of collabs. Expect a lot of people just being an actual community for once. But I appreciate you guys. Regular video will be up tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of make this video to just kind of address what I thought on the incident. And yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. I'm Patty Trills. I'm out. Yoga.